Hello, people. Welcome back to another episode of Adventures. So, if you remember, recently I uploaded some videos of me playing Bust the Groove, the first Bust the Groove, but this is the sequel, Bust the Groove 2. So much like with the last game, the first episode I'm going to do commentary just to talk about my experiences with the game. And then I'll upload 4 more without commentary where I just show off the game's, the game's fun musical battling. So here's the intro. I hope we get to the Tutamu stage. Comment. Oh god, Robo Z is terrible in this game. Heat. Yep, Heat is back. So this is Bust the Groove 2. So I wanted to make sure I do the first episode with commentary to explain to explain the differences. So let me think. What's the first notable thing? Sound option. Okay. So the first thing I'll talk about. Now the interesting thing about Bust the Groove 2, when I was a kid, really the first Bust the Groove game that I played was Bust the Groove 2. But it was on a demo disc, right? And so my first experience with the full Bust the Groove game was Bust the Groove 1. Oh, demonstration, okay. So my first experience with a full Bust the Groove game was the first one. But the first one that I really played was this one, but it was a demo disc, right? And I wasn't able to play Bust the Groove 2 in its entirety until like years later. So let's go ahead and get started. So it's very similar to the first game. I think it's better in some ways and worse than others. So let's look at the cast and see who returned and who didn't. So Heat is back. You know, Heat is like the main character anyway, so of course he's here. You have Comet, who is a new character. Shorty is back, but I don't like Shorty as much in this game. I think the way she dances doesn't really fit her character anymore, and her stage isn't that good. Strike is back. Never been a fan of Strike, but he's even worse in this game. I think he has a worse. I think his stage music is worse. So we have Tutamu. Tutamu is a new character. I like him. He has one of the best songs in the game. Capoeira, the twin aliens are back, but this time they're a bit different. You know, in the first game, all they did was like they used the same motion capture model for their moves, because you know the whole gimmick with Capoeira is 2 aliens who are dancing and singing each other. But this time, when they're doing their solo moves, they actually move separate from one another, doing like different dance moves. So it's actually more interesting to watch them this time, because they're not just clones of each other doing the same thing that the other is doing. Doing their solos, they actually do different dances. Well, it's like they're dancing to complement each other. They're dancing together, but they're doing different things. Kelly is back. I think she's worse in this game. She looks really dumb dancing in this game, but her song is okay. Kitty N is back. Kitty N has one of the best songs in the game, without a doubt. Hiro-kun is back. His song is not as good as it was in the first game. And we have Bio, another new character. I think I would say he has one of the better songs in the game. And the characters down here are just clone characters. You know, like Columbo is a clone of Shorty. Hustle Kong is a clone of Hiro-kun. So all these, and Chi-Chi and Sally are clones of Capoeira. But Robo Z and Panda, who I haven't unlocked yet, those are actually 2 unique characters. But most of the characters down here are just clone characters. Like goofy clone characters. We're gonna go with Heat though. So one unfortunate thing about this game is that there isn't really a difficulty setting as far as what changes how the AI or the computer, or how good the computer is, like there was in the first game. The first game you had easy, normal, hard, but in this game the only difficulty is really based on the commands. So you can have easy commands, normal commands, or mixed commands. Mixed are the most difficult. I tend to stick with normal. I really wish the game was like the first one, where you could just change the difficulty of the opponents or of the computer. I feel like in this game it's more about you going, like, competing with yourself than the computer, because the computer's just not that good in this game. But let's go. So one first thing you'll notice that's different in this game is that the way the stages work, you don't battle every character in the game like you do in the first one. Depending on how well you do, it changes the tier of characters you go against. Already, you see the retarded ass computer. Uh-oh. I can't talk too much when I play this game too, because the rhythm. I think Strike Song was definitely better in the first game. This one is like, it's decent. Another thing that you'll notice is different is that in the first game, you had 2 different sets of moves you could do. In this one, there's only 1 set. Which I don't necessarily mind, because I think in the first game, once you figure out how to do the longer commands, there's no reason to do the easier set. Except to, like, style on your opponent. I might mess up every now and then too. Trying to talk and play at the same time is hard. The point system is also different. In this one, you can actually see it, Like in the first game, it was just like a meter, and you could see it filling up with brighter colors. But in this one, you can actually see the exact number and how many points you have, which is pretty convenient. Also, another thing too, yeah, Fever Time is back. It's still there. But another thing too is that in the first game, if you were really beating your opponent's ass, the camera would focus in on you to the point where you couldn't see your opponent. It doesn't do that to that extent anymore. So even when you're winning, it focuses in on you, but you can still see your opponent. This stage is so good. I'm not gonna talk at all here. I'm just gonna enjoy this one.
Let's try to look cute, huh?
So one thing that's different about this game, you know, a strategy is always that you can do is to use your attack right before they do their solo to keep them from being able to, you know, get those solo points. But in this game, if you hit them at the right point, you can actually steal their solo. So you get 2 solos for yourself. But she dodged both of my attacks there.
You slam it.
Yeah. Awesome. One of my favorite stages in the game. 46,000 points.
You just got whooped.
But yeah, the cool thing about this game is that you can actually steal your opponent's solo. Instead of just preventing them from completing their solos, you can actually take it. But you gotta hit them with your attack right before the solo portion of the song comes up. I'll try to pull it off at least once. Also, another thing is now you still have the same number of attacks. Each character
Versus
can attack twice during a match, and you can dodge, right? But the difference is you can actually counter your opponent's attack. But I think you have to press your attack button at the right time.
clear the sky.
Like, I've never figured out how to perfect the counter mechanic in this game. I just know how to dodge and attack. Resist my tasty list. This is another good song. I'm gonna try to steal her solo. Ooh. Okay. Let me see. Damn. I think the computer, one thing about the computer in this game, I think they're better about dodging your attacks than they are in the first game. They just suck. Other than that. Also, they changed the buttons to attack and dodge for some reason. In the first game, it was square and triangle. Now it's the shoulder buttons. Damn, she dodged it again. Oh, she can't catch up now. Now, one bad thing about this game, I gotta say, is that I don't really like all the songs. I think there are at least like 3. Honestly, it's probably like, there are like 2 songs I don't like at all, right? And probably 2 songs that I think are just like subpar. The cool thing about the first game was that I really liked every song. So it's like, I never felt like there were any bad stages. I would say my least favorite was probably Strike. But even his wasn't bad, you know? Oh, but we got Heat.
versus
Luckily, Heat has one of the best songs in the game here. Fun fact, the guy who did this song, he has a YouTube channel, and he loves interacting with fans of the game who remember his song from this game. This stage is so crazy when you look at it. It's so dangerous. The computer is so bad in this game. Look at him. Damn. I mean, that's it. Look at him. He missing everything but dodging my attacks. It's crazy. I'm gonna steal a solo eventually. Think he's over and done. Ain't no stopping. The heat is on. Now I can hit him.
check it out, boy.
Ain't no stopping.
You win.
This game definitely has a bit more polish though compared to the first one, but I think it's also worse in certain ways too though. If I had to pick one, I would definitely pick Buster Groove 1, but I like 2 as well.
Heat versus
So Hero Kun is one of the characters I think just got a significantly worse song in this game, but you be the judge.
here's something to clear the sky.
I mean, Natural Playboy was just so good. I'm not exactly sure, but I've always speculated that perhaps some of the characters were designed around the songs rather than the other way around, you know? Yep. I think I got his solo too. Yep. So, in this game, you can get 2 solos if you steal it, but you gotta hit him at the right time. So you notice, even though I'm winning, you know, they still keep Hero Kun in view there. The first game was just cold because if you were really beating your opponent's ass, you wouldn't even see him anymore.
You slam it.
When I was a kid, I had a friend that I would play this game against. Well, the first one anyway. And he got really good to the point where I couldn't beat him anymore.
Yeah.
And it felt so bad. Not just because it was my game,
Groovin'.
Hustle Kong. But it felt extra bad because when you're losing, you can't even see your character. So it's extra demoralizing. Okay. Again, I just think his stage in this game was kind of subpar. But Bio. I think he definitely has one of the best songs in the game. I feel like he was meant as the replacement for Gasso, based on the name, but also like the speed of his songs. So he got one of the he has one of the most high tempo songs in the game. Got him. I might have it solo. Yep. Took your shit, boy.
Check it out, boy. Check it out, boy.
Might have his other one too. Yep.
Check it out, boy.
I ate all his food off his plate. Fuck. Yeah, the speed got to me at that last command there. But I did good. It's hard to get the stage really jumping on his though. Like you don't really get his stage like fully maxed out until you see like that treasure chest will burst open and you'll see like swords and treasure bouncing around. It's hard to make that happen though. All right, Kelly.
Heat versus Kelly.
Another character I think got a downgrade. Not just the worst song, but I think the way she dances too is just she looks stupid. It's like a I don't know, like a stripper that doesn't know how to dance. But it's kind of a cool vibe. Got it. Oh no, I didn't get it. Much like the did I get it? I think I did. Much like the first game though, her song is very slow tempo.
Crazy. Groovin'.
Whoa. Oh shit. Yeah, freeze.
Crazy.
Not one of my favorite songs, but it's a it's a chill vibe. I just think that it's inferior to Kelly's song in the first game, but it is cool to have like that similar, very slow tempo girl song in the game. So it's pretty. It serves its purpose well enough. So
Heat versus.
as you can see,
Robo
we're
Z.
already at Robo Z here. Robo Z is terrible. Now oh my god, this is one of the worst stages in the game. Terrible song, terrible dancer.
Groove to the techno beat.
Luckily, he's not the real final boss. As long as you score high enough. Look at him. Look at this clown.
Yeah.
Look at this damn fool.
Oh no! Check it out, boy.
I do like the concept though of being in a helicopter. Like dancing on the helicopter just to face him. That was pretty creative.
You slam it.
But it just doesn't have that same epic feel that Robo Z had in the first game.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Wow. You slam it.
Good. I could probably take my hand off the controller at this point.
You slam it. That's crazy.
And
You
done.
win.
Yeah, not nearly as good as Robo Z was in the first game, but he's not the real final boss anyway. The real final boss is actually he's actually pretty challenging. Like I should have it, but look at how he sinks into the water. Again, there's some cool concepts in this game, but I think really it lacks the most in just not being able to keep up with the quality of music in the first game.
Versus
I mean, there are some good
Honda.
tracks here, but the first game had no bad tracks. The first one had no bad tracks. And you notice this one is shorter too. The first game you had 12 stages, this one you have 9.
Oh
I did not mean to do that.
no! Yeah. Check it out, boy. That's crazy.
Very weird final boss, but very high tempo. This might be the fastest song in the whole series.
Check it out, boy. You slam it.
My hands are sweating.
You slam it. Check it out, boy. Yeah. It's cool.
Whoa.
Groove it. Check it out, boy.
Fuck it up. Oh boy.
You win. You just got whooped.
I can't lie, that's even though it doesn't have the same like epic feel as like the Robo Z battle in Buster Groove 1, it's pretty, I think it's a pretty challenging final boss because the tempo is just so high. But unfortunately, again, you know, in this game the computer just isn't very good. So, you know, whenever I play this game, it feels like I'm more so playing against myself than anything else. Whereas, you know, in the first game, if I could make a mistake and, you know, actually lose. Like 1 or 2 mistakes, you can lose in Buster Groove 1. I had to really fuck up losing this game. Maybe I should start playing on Mix, but Mix is just kind of, I don't know, I like the way the commands are. So another, unfortunately, a bad thing about this game is that they no longer have like the unique endings. It no longer has like a unique ending for everybody. The ending is always just that particular character dancing at this game show. Marvin L. Dangerfield, what the hell? But overall, I do like this game. I do enjoy it. I just think the first one is better. In my opinion, I think the first one is better. But I do appreciate this game for the improvements that it did make compared to the first one. You know, I think, I think that's an unlockable character right there too. Yeah, but I think this game would be better if they just had better music. Like, if it replaced, in particular, I think Hero and Robo Z. Like, just take away those two and switch them out, and I think that'll make it overall more balanced in terms of like the songs. I'm not even a big fan of Shorty's song in this game, but you know, I'm not complaining too much about that. But other than that, I think it's actually it's a pretty good sequel. It's a pretty good sequel. It's unfortunate that the series pretty much died after the third one, which I've never played or even looked at, but I've only heard bad things about it. I've heard like it's drastically different from the first two. So I never bothered to really look at it. I guess I should at some point, but I've heard nothing but terrible things about it. The interesting thing about Buster Groove though is that it does have kind of a cult following. You know, every now and then I go on like the video game retro board on 4chan and you know, I'll see a Buster Groove thread, and so you know, this game definitely touched quite a few people. I would say it's definitely a certified PlayStation 1 era hidden gem though. Because I don't think it's the kind of game I don't think it's the kind of game that most people even go looking for. You know, especially nowadays. Like, who's like, oh, let me go play this PS1 dancing game. You know, if you're looking for a rhythm game on PS1, you would go for like Parappa the Rapper, which I don't even really like. I think Buster Groove is way better than Parappa the Rapper. Parappa is just like more challenging, but I think Buster Groove is definitely better overall. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Ooh, let's check out the scores. Okay. Let's see, what do we got? S. So he is still at the top of the leaderboards. Super Chad Marco. And damn, I almost beat my old score. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. So I'm going to be uploading some more without commentary, just so you guys can enjoy the funky tunes in this game. So I'll see you guys later. Johnny.
You can make it big.